What's up, guys? Good evening. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are doing well. So tonight we're gonna have a fun, exciting show. We're gonna talk about a few things, a few announcements, a few releases. But first, let me introduce to you guys, back by popular demand, this guy. Unbelievable.
What is going on, everybody?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. Good. I'm about to have one of these primes. Not sponsored though. So
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
you bought them tonight. Where'd you get those?
They're at my Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. What is it? Energy drink or?
Yeah, just energy drink. Rachel, she's a big fan of like the 0-calorie like juice things that they have. So I wanted to buy her some.
Oh, that's cool. What flavors?
They have a bunch. This one's strawberry watermelon.
I like anything watermelon. It always tastes good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, man, guys, my sinuses are killing me right now, so bear with me. So how's your weekend? Well, so you took a trip. You've been MIA. Everybody's been asking, "Where's Austin? Where's Austin?" Let them know where you've been.
So I went to Vegas. My little brother, he's in the Navy, so he hasn't been home in like 16-ish months. So yeah, he was back for a couple weeks. He leaves like super early Monday morning. So he wanted to take a trip to Vegas. So we went out there for a bit, just have fun.
Oh, a lot of strippers, you said?
Well, you know what? We had a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Let's see who's in the chat with us tonight. My friend in St. Juan, what's going on? Thank you for being here. David, Marco, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Hector in the house, what's going on, my friend? Peyton, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Cobra's Collection, my friend Luis, what's going on? 1-6. Hector says Fab. So no. He showed up. He was an hour early, and then he was 10 minutes late. Unreal.
I just got super excited. That's all it was. I was so excited to see you, man.
See, this is what happens when you go away. When you are away for too long.
I was hurt because I tried calling you yesterday. I didn't get an answer. I really wanted to be early today just to see you.
Yeah, unbelievable. This will happen. This is why you shouldn't go away, because then you get all anxious and stuff. When you stay home, it's more natural. You're more relaxed. Let's see who else is in the house. Axel, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Rick in the house, what's going on, my friend? Talia in the house, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Chris, always here. What's going on, my friend? William, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being in Austin. Don't mention feed pics, or you get banned on YouTube as well as Facebook.
No, so I got banned on Facebook for a few days.
Wait, why?
So somebody like was selling something, and I just like responded like, "Do you accept feet pictures for payment?" And dude, yeah, Facebook was like, "Nuh-uh, not today." Yep. So
sexual harassment, unreal. Let's see. Austin, is that Jason head behind you, or right Toxic there. Avenger?
Right there, Jason.
What the hell is a Toxic Avenger?
It's that old movie.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it. I won the raffle. Rick messaged me earlier. He's like, "Is the raffle still going, or did I miss it?" No, it's still on. Actually, funny you mentioned that. I got to go over it in a little bit because it went from 18 spots to 16 spots, so it's moving, guys. So let me know if you want to join. Tuli, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here.
Hey, Tuli.
So tonight, there's a couple Hot Toys releases for pre-order. Really exciting pieces. Not very common. They don't do this all the time. Obviously, let me put it up so you guys know what I'm talking about first. Let's see. Here we go. Booyah. So you have Avatar characters. You have Jake. We're going to start with Jake Sully, right? So $380. I was actually speaking with, I think Bobby Ray, I believe, when these came out. Because he had asked me a few streams ago, do you think they're going to do them? I said, absolutely. Well, here they are. And I told him, I said, I would be shocked if they're above $390 because there's really no reason for them to be. And look, boom, $380. So priced, I think, perfectly. You know, the thing that I don't, you know, it is what it is at this point. You know, the deluxe part of it was a base. You know what I mean? Like, why? Yes, it's a great base. It's cool base. It's like the original base. It, you know, lights up and, you know, with these cool colors and stuff. But like, there's like, I think that for a figure this big, I think we should have gotten something besides, you know, a base. What do you think? What do you, when you saw this, what did you think?
You know what? The price point I thought was a little much, but you know, it's fair though. I mean, it is a big figure. It really is a big figure. I'm not even upset with the joints. I know a lot of people online were really upset with the joints and, you know, saying it's basically like a Hasbro figure and whatnot. But thing is, people would complain if it was just a seamless body because it would break over time. So people would complain either way. Yeah, it just seems the figure itself looks great. I'm not a big fan of the movies itself. I even had a bet thinking Avatar 2 wouldn't hit 2 billion, but sure enough, it's gonna hit 2 billion. It just the deluxe just seems a bit boring. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like it's the, you know what I mean? Like at this point, and you know, I didn't tell you to get a figure of the week, but whenever you can, you know, if you're close to one, just grab one. And so, you know, I didn't expect any seamless anything because, again, they've done this figure in the past. So I already knew what to expect. I already knew what was coming. The only difference was obviously we didn't get, what's her name? Neytiri? No,
Yeah.
Neytiri?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Neytiri was the only one we didn't get before, obviously. We got Jake Sully, again, years ago. So I already knew what to expect, you know, of these figures. Now, at least Jake, again, she was never made. This was the first time she was made. And, you know, how much different can they be? They got to be around the same height. If anything, she may be a little bit shorter because obviously, you know, he's the male, usually a taller figure. So the hair, you know, it was all regular stuff. But I think they look great with the likeness. These vehicles here.
Yo, yes.
You know, so go ahead. What do you think? I will let you go first. What do you think about these things here?
Man, so I already mentioned I'm not the biggest fan of the movie or movies themselves, but if we get these vehicles, I may be actually swayed to actually get one of the figures, like probably Jake in one of these vehicles, only because of how stand out of a piece it actually would be. And granted, even though I don't love the movie, I don't hate the movie whatsoever. It's a movie that's going down in history regardless. There's only 4 movies that have hit 2 billion, and this is going to be one of the 5. Avatar 2. So it's a movie that's going to go down in cinema history. I'm a big movie buff, and in the end, I'm just a collector. So I'm kind of a whore for these things anyway. Right. So if the vehicles do come out, I'll probably snag one of them. Just because how stand out it is, and that's going to pop in a collection. And that's what I love.
Let me say hello to Graham real quick. Graham, yeah, we're waiting for you. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Bobby in the house. What's going on, Bobby? Thank you for being here, my friend. We got Terry in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let me see. Hector says, I feel like Hot Toys are labeling things look. Yeah, I noticed that too. I feel like, you know, they add, like, for example, like this, a base should not be, and again, they did it with Spider-Man, you know, integrated suit. The bases were made of deluxe. I think it's an easy way out, believe it or not. But then again, you know, it could go either way because they could easily give us, you know, accessories to make it, you know, a deluxe figure. But the base, obviously, you know, they're using the base as well. The thing I don't like about that is it comes off cheap. You know what I mean? I feel like giving us his fancy base. Again, it's cool. It's just, I feel like a base is an easy way out of a deluxe. You know what I mean?
So,
it's just, go ahead.
Yeah. So Thule actually mentioned something. Thule says, I have a thing when stuff is too colorful, looks toyish for me. I've been seeing a lot of people online saying this looks like a Hasbro toy.
Yeah, but no. See, I'm not going to agree with that, because you have to understand that these colors, right? I want to show you. So specifically, like here, these colors actually look really, really nice. Like, they do not look toyish at all. They're actually very, very vibrant colors because of these outer pieces, plastic pieces that they put, as the shade of the bulb. So they actually look really, really nice. I don't think these figures look toyish at all. My opinion, I don't think they look toyish at all. I think they're great. I think they look very, very accurate. But getting deluxes like that is a cop out. Is a cop out 100%, because they could be doing more than that. And like I said, the very first one, the very first Jake Sully that they made, again, it was just basic figure, light up base. I don't even think it was a deluxe, to tell you the truth, but it was just got a machine gun, got the light up base, regular stand, a bunch of accessories, not accessories, a bunch of like detailed accessories, like armbands and necklaces and all that stuff. So a lot of little things that make the figure cool, but I don't think of it as a toy at all. In person, in hand, not even close.
Yo, I've been seeing people post that first Jake that was released. He still looks good, man.
He's gonna look exactly like the new one. You're gonna see. They did tweak a few things. I'm gonna go back to his picture. They tweaked a few things, but it's gonna look very, very similar to the original one.
What do you think about the joints? That's another hot topic I saw people just ranting and raving both sides about.
What, the elbow joint?
Yeah, how exposed it all is. Granted, these are pretty naked characters as is, right? So you're not going to have any clothing that's going to cover up a lot of it. I was fine with the joints, because a seamless body, I mean, like the Ahsoka thing, that's going to wear and tear over time.
Again, everybody's going to complain about something. There's always something that's bothering somebody. These figures are never going to be perfect for everybody's liking. And when it comes to stuff like this, the least of my problems is the elbow joint. You know what I mean? I'm not all about seamless to begin with, just in general. But if it comes seamless, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to complain about it. But I don't want everything seamless. So this, for me, is perfectly fine. And just to give you guys a little something to look forward to, this is my figure of the night, so I can show you guys.
Yes.
So I'll show you guys, all about that and later on. But so, I can speak on this figure because I have it right in front of me, So like I said, I looked at the pictures of the new one. Few differences here and there. Obviously, different attachments, different pieces, different gun. But it's going to be very, very similar either way. I feel like I got to sneeze. Luis says, love these figures, but not for me. Those Banshee things are fun. Yeah, so going back to those, I'm dying. So going back to those things, I think, the fact that right here it's telling you they're sold separately, right here also, that means they're coming. The thing is, how big are these things going to be? And
massive.
Well, the fact that they didn't give them to you included as a deluxe, I don't know how that's going to work, because remember that they'll give you a figure to sell other figures. Like, for example, they'll release oh my God, what was the latest example of something that Dilo was
Dark Side Anakin.
No. So it was It was the when they teased Mace Windu. They teased Mace Windu, right? But it was the promo pictures of another figure, right? So you were now looking forward to Mace Windu, right? And then when they tease, they'll tease a figure and they'll announce a figure for pre-order with the promo pictures, and then they'll tease another figure to get that figure to sell. My thing is, if both figures are already announced, what else is coming that they're going to need to, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a third announcement for these vehicles. That's why I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I have a feeling that they're coming. If they weren't coming, I don't think it would give you that little message here sold separately. So we have to wait and see, but they look cool. I think people with those DFs 120s, I think they'll definitely fit in there, and they'll look really, really nice in there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we're going to find out within the next few weeks if this thing's going to be released or not. Hopefully. Neytiri says, those batteries look insane. Big space killer. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I said the DF120 people, they're going to have no problem. When are you buying module cases?
Man, I don't know. I have that custom case at Rachel's. And dude, I'm kind of in love with that. And that was relatively cheap compared to module cases. So I don't know if I'll go down that module case route anytime soon.
Oh, you're not. You're not. Okay. No, I thought maybe you were like thinking about it. Peter says.
I mean, I was up until Rachel built those cases for me.
So. Peter says it's cool that the bases have USB. Yeah, that's all. I mean, again, same thing. This wired stuff is going to be a pain depending on where you have it. But it's cool. You don't have to spend money on batteries and stuff like that. But again, the battery thing is more convenient because there's no wiring. So it's, it's either or, either way. I wonder if you can connect their avatar. This guy. Unbelievable.
You gotta make it accurate,
The Thor, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Thursday free. Brittany Griner, she gets this guy.
Comment of the night.
Unbelievable. 1/6 shape. This guy. Oh my god. This is for Hector. Thule says, I have a thing when stuff is too colorful. Oh, that's the one you were reading before. Yeah. No, I don't think. I mean, it is what it is. That's what their colors are. But it can go, if depending on how you do it, it can go the wrong way. But these, I'm telling you, they look amazing. Let's see who else came into the chat. Unbelievable. This guy always
can't even see my face. What's up with that?
Hey. He's already stretching and yawning. Unreal.
Yeah, well,
thanks
fair warning. Fair warning. I'm going on 4 hours of sleep. I've been drinking a little bit, but I did make it for my ICS friends and for all of you in the chat.
You made it for
we appreciate you.
Yeah. Every time, guys, welcome the watch, because it sounds better than the ICS. Unreal.
I've had the watch since the beginning, before you were born.
Don't ever say that to me in public ever again. So next topic, let's see. Next comment. Hello, my friend. What's going on? Thank you for being here. William says, FabsFigures going slightly off camera and sniffing. Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
He's always sniffing. I think he's doing some sort of ritual beforehand.
Oh, man. Right now, both nostrils completely stuffed up. I can't even breathe right now. Don't ask me why. What is this? Hey, that was Shaka Zulu. What the hell? Oh, man. Leighton, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. See, they're saying hello to the drunk guy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know what's up. I'm a fan favorite around here.
He shows up late, shows up tired, shows up drunk, and
but I show up.
Hey man, unreal.
That's a star for you. That's that star.
I show up at his
Austin
stream.
knows what's going on.
I show up in his stream. Everybody's like, "Get that guy out of there!" Unreal, no respect. Unbelievable.
Get that crap out of here.
Brick Artemis, what's going on? Oh, you let him loose finally?
I just saw Brick.
I know. You let him loose. Unbelievable. All right, let's see. So yeah, so now that you're here, what do you think of this guy?
Jake, I think he looks pretty good. I overheard you guys when I was putting my kids down that you're kind of talking about the body and kind of like I think some people expected this to be seamless, and if you guys already talked about some of this, I apologize, but yeah, I don't know what the big uproar is about the visible joints. Like you said, we got this same body before. They're not just going to create a whole brand new body when they've only used it for one figure. So like,
exactly,
I don't see them like if it was a like a 1/6 scale human that they've used a ton, and it was like a Bane or a Drax. Yeah, we'd be like, why don't we make that seamless or something? But you got to remember that's going to hinder articulation. You could have issues down the road. People were upset that there wasn't double joints, but then again, too, that's going to look hideous. So, they're trying to find this middle ground where, you have the single joints, we kind of got to live with that, but the figure looks a little bit more realistic. I do like the original one with the face paint though. Like I think that one I gravitate towards just a little bit more just because it looks badass, but I think this figure looks great. I think have you talked about Neytiri yet or just Jake?
I don't know. We just started with him, but I pulled her up real quick, but you can talk about her if you want.
Can you imagine having one of these like bird creatures in your collection and how huge that's going to be?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like
massive.
So these things are 18 inches tall, right?
Right.
And so can you imagine, look at the size. Look at this. So this is 18 inches, and look at this thing here.
Wide, man.
This is crazy. So that's why I don't know if they're making this. I mean, would I get one? Probably. But they're showing you.
Well, you'd get two, one for each.
Well, I'm saying they're showing you both. See, they're both different. So,
right.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Are they coming? My God. But are they cool? Absolutely. Look at them.
They're very, very cool.
I mean, that's going to be almost like the size of an X-Wing.
Yeah, it's going to be big. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this is coming. I don't know. And again, going back to my comment about, figures that sell, maybe they're giving you these pictures to make you think that they're coming, so you buy the figures and then you're asked out and you really don't get the vehicles. You know what I mean?
True.
Because that's a possibility too.
That deluxe base, though, I'm a big fan of. I think the fact that it's USB and it lights up, and then you get those colors of Pandora, really just makes the figure come to life. And I do wish Hot Toys would do that more often. Instead of even making it deluxe, like kind of the standard. However, I get it, though, it drives the price point up. So this way you can kind of opt out if you want to. But man, like just look how much it adds to the figure. When we'll see Neytiri, I don't know if you're showing the standard pictures of her or even Jake here, but like you just get the rectangular base and then you're just like, man.
Yeah, no, this is a deluxe. This is with the fancy base.
Right. So like, but if you see a picture of the standard, you kind of see that base and you're just like, man, that's kind of lame compared to this. At least in my opinion, that's one of the big selling points.
You know what base this is? This is Thanos.
Right.
You know what? This would be a pretty easy figure to make a diorama around, though. You can just go to like any kind of like PetSmart and just pick out like the fish tank aquarium.
The greenery.
Stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
See, like $335 to $380. So we're paying what?
That's a big difference.
Yeah, we're paying what? $55? No, yeah, $55? No.
45.
$45 for the base, the fancy base. Like, really? I mean, do I like it? Absolutely. But that's the deluxe, the base. The one thing that a lot of people won't even use anyway.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's probably too because it's USB powered. So you're kind of paying a premium for that too. But I mean, that's the other drawback of it. It's nice to have these diorama bases, but it drives the price point up. So I guess you kind of got to pick your poison.
Would you get it if it comes out, the vehicle?
That bird-looking thing?
Yeah, the flying vehicle.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why? Because how big it would be?
Yeah, and
the
space reasons, but then also probably financial. I don't really care about, like, I would care about Neytiri and Jake, but I wouldn't really need them to be riding anything.
So
Maybe each other.
how much do you think this would be?
5.
I was gonna say you got to start at 500.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think it would be that much.
But then again, you know, is it really not going to articulate?
Big piece, man.
Yeah, this is not doing anything. As you can see, this is what you would get. There's no, there's no wing function. There's no flying.
Can't imagine it comes with anything.
Exactly.
That's got to come with some sort of base, though.
Well, exactly. It can't. That's why it's like tricky to even figure out if they're making this or not, because how are you getting this?
I just can't believe the size that they would make it.
It may be like the blurred too, where it's not even posable. It's probably just me more of like a statue.
Right, but that's the thing. They wouldn't sell you a plain blurg.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or did they? Oh, they did.
They did. 315, yeah. I think it is.
So, because what I was gonna say was they gave us Manda with the blurg, they gave us Quill with the blurg. So I was like, oh, they didn't give us a single blurg, but they did. So they could just give us the flying birds on their own.
Right.
Ooh, that's a huge possibility now. That makes more sense to me if they give it to us by itself. But again, it's too huge. This thing is humongous.
You definitely know those birds are gonna be a lot more limited than what Jake is gonna be.
What do you mean?
They're gonna produce more of the Jake figures than like the vehicle or the bird.
Oh, probably, yeah. Because they know that not a lot of people are gonna buy that.
Yeah.
Mike, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh, I went through this. 455495 for the vehicles.
That's his phone number.
Yeah, his phone number. Yeah. Text here for a good time. Let's. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. It can't be 500. I'll tell you that right now. Too expensive.
Well, and I don't think there's enough of it's not like it's not the big three, so I don't think there's as big of a following. So if it is going to be an expensive side piece, I just, like myself, you asked me if I'm going to get it, and I'm just like, nope, like not even thinking about it. Like Jake and Neytiri would be it for me. So I don't think there's a huge number of people out there that are going to spend $450, $500 on this thing.
Right.
I could be wrong.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know what goes on. But
I haven't either.
There's gotta be a reason why they didn't just automatically put them together. So we got to find that out. Primo, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday. That's a lot of paint. The Birds Whisper is gonna be insane. No way it's going. That's the thing. It's very, very wide.
And if they wind up making this, it just makes me wonder what else are they going to make, because this is not, again, it looks a little bit smaller just because, it looks like in a picture, we're just seeing the figure, but that figure is so much bigger than a normal 1/6 scale. So like I said, that's got to be the size of like an X-Wing or something.
Dilo in the house. Dilo, look at the unbelievable. The videos you made, were those his? Probably, right?
Yeah, those were his. Yep.
Unreal. This guy's been building module cases since 2 weeks ago.
I just picture him sitting on his couch, drinking a beer, like it'll get done. It'll get done.
watching. What was it? He was watching Game of Thrones or whatever the hell it was. Unbelievable. This guy's like, I need helpers. While he's sitting watching TV. Unbelievable.
Picking his belly button.
These figures will sell. They won't be bought by those who stick to 2 IPs, but there will be. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's another thing. A lot of people complaining about these figures won't even collect this stuff. You know what I mean? They just won't. They're just.
Isn't that always the case?
Well, yes, but like one thing is complaining about like a popular IP, like for example, something Marvel, something DC. It's more mainstream. I get it, but something like this, they won't get anyway. They just won't get it. And they'll be the first one. Oh, it's not seamless. All right, relax. Peter says, you think the 2 birds will be made of vinyl? I don't know. Vinyl. It's got to be, I tell you right now, it's got to, like, the way this looks on the screen, let me move Graham's big head out of the way. See, like right here, This shine here, it looks like it's like a rubbery plastic. You know what I mean? Like this doesn't look cheap. So for you to get that glossy shine, it's got to be a good decent material, to get this look, to get this shine. So it doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look like it's going to be just plain plastic. So what do they use? I have no idea. But this is not going to be cheap at all. I can tell you that right now, at least from these pictures. Maybe final product is another thing, but from these pictures, this does not look cheap at all. Push through, my friend. Do it.
Get them done.
Do it, D'Lo. Do it. It's just high end. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look cheap. You know what I mean? It's all it's all plastic. It's all whatever mixtures of materials they use. But this doesn't look cheap at all. So it's a good thing. But again, remember that we'll see one thing and then get another one as a final product, and then it is what it is. So now we're gonna go to the first time they make her, which is exciting. Wait, no, deluxe. Here we go. So same thing, $380 for deluxe, $335 for regular. I'm assuming she gets the same base. Yep, same exact thing. See, I never look at the collector's editions. Always the deluxe. See, I like her base better. Just looks that much bigger, that much nicer. See, I like this here.
Yeah, there's levels to it. It just makes it pop a bit more.
Right. Yeah, this here makes it look that much better. She looks great, though. What do you guys think?
Dead silence.
No, I don't want to cut you off. I think she looks just like Jake. I think she looks great. Honestly, she looks good. Not necessarily something I would immediately try and buy, but they do look good. I don't mind the joints. I don't mind the colors.
I have some concerns. I like it a lot, and I'm really glad that they made her. I'm actually kind of shocked they didn't make her for the first movie, because I thought she really stole the show in the first Avatar movie, and she was a really well-liked character. But I think my problem lies in the eyes. They look okay. So they're not big enough. They're not round enough. The pupils aren't dilated enough. If you guys remember in Avatar, she had these big eyes, and she didn't have this like frowning eyebrow forehead thing going on where she looked angry. She was very innocent. Now again, this is, I haven't seen the movie, and this is, in the future, so maybe she's changed a bit or aged. Maybe the CGI has just changed, but I think in some angles it looks a lot like her, but then in other ones it's just not there for me. So I hope that they kind of tweak this. I wonder, somebody even posted side by sides of the first movie and her, but I don't know where I saw that.
Oh, I think it
was in like a Facebook.
Yeah, from the movie group. And her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, was it that custom that you saw?
K1 Master. He does those comparisons. D'Lo says InArt will look better. Yeah, probably, because I think that's what I'm going to do soon too. I'm just going to get rid of my collection and just get into statues. So stay tuned, guys. Let's see.
It's about time. It's about time.
It's about time. The Thor says, I think she looks great. We should have gotten the guy for the Merchant of Death. We should have gotten what guy? Merchant
of Death. That was the Lord of War that we traded away.
Oh, I got you.
Griner, right?
Yeah.
Brittany Griner.
I thought he meant from the movie. That's why I was like, wait, who?
What'd you say that guy's name was on Facebook?
Well, no. If you look at the,
or what group was it?
Yeah, I think it's this one. I'll find it for you, so you don't have to.
Because I thought that's like, I don't think she looks bad if you're just looking at her, but when you really compare her to what she looked like in the first movie,
I always see them here.
Oh, look at that Superman.
So I always see that stuff here. I never.
There we go. See, totally.
Oh, that's very different.
Totally different look. So she looks more like her mother in this, and on the right. Like, if you remember the chief's wife, she had more of like that look. Like, you just see like the eyes around her. They're bigger. They're more dilated. She looks more innocent, I guess.
Do you think it's the sculpt, like the more serious look on the face?
And maybe too, it's just that she's older, so I don't know, but
Yeah, her features seem more fierce, more angular
yeah,
in the Hot Toy sculpt.
so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's not bad by any means.
You guys like it or you don't like it?
I'm undecided.
Yeah, because
Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, so my opinion's a bit skewed. I don't exactly know from memory what they should look like, what they don't. But the figures themselves, I think they look good. They look good. Now the question is, do you think these figures, after they come out, do you think once they hit secondary market, you think they'll be cheaper or more expensive? You think they'll sell
Cheaper.
out?
I mean, the thing is that this is not a common body.
It's niche. It's
This
niche.
this is a different thing altogether. I think what's going to give it value is how well the movie does, believe it or not.
Well,
Because that's what makes people, that hype is what makes people want to buy. So if a movie's doing well and oh my god, it's a big deal, let me get the figures because it's a big deal. So I don't think that they shouldn't lose their value because again, it's not a typical 1/6 scale body. You know what I mean? Same thing we get all the time. 12-inch, 13-inch. This is completely different. It's like, expecting She-Hulk to lose money. Like, I don't expect her to lose money. You know what I mean? Because it's a new, completely different body, new figure, new character. So that's the thing. But with this market, you never know. You never know anymore. You know what I mean?
I know that's the one thing to speculate now, though.
But that's the thing. I think there's no reason for them to lose money. But again, the scary thing is that you don't know how many they're making. You don't know, what people are thinking when it comes to whether it's the movie or the line. A lot of people, I need to see the movie to see if I like the characters. So a lot of that has to go on, But in this market right now, it'll lose money 100%. 100%.
Well, it's with all those bigger figures that are more of like a premium price. You look at any Thanos, you look at Professor Hulk, you look at I don't know, God, help me out here. Some of these other bigger figures, the bigger size, and you see them going for $100 less on eBay.
I got this Mysterio. I got it for 150 shipped.
Right.
It was perfect.
Are you selling it for 100 now?
To you, Fab. You.
So that's the thing. Right now, it's losing money. This thing comes out, and this is why what Sasha has been doing with these promos is a problem. Because now you're making people think that the only way to purchase is with a coupon code. Okay? So what's happening? Why would anybody want to pay full price when they know they could get it cheaper later on when it's, in stock?
It's all about the waiting game now.
Right. Now it's who's going to wait the longest to get it cheapest. And that's not good. That's not good for anybody. You know what I mean? So that's what they created with this, discounted crap and Toys Wonderland issue, causing all this stuff. So that's what's happening now. And it's not good for anybody.
I will say too, being that this is outside of the big three, I would like to support it because we don't see stuff like this very often. But I do hope maybe her head sculpt just gets changed a little bit. But I got to see the movie too. I've seen the trailers, and I don't know if she looks like this in the new trailers or not. But I do like the look on the left a lot better. And I really did like the movie. So for me, even if I'm not a big fan of the second movie, these would be a decent stand-in for just Avatar.
What do you think, Austin?
I'm definitely not pre-ordering it, but just like Graham said, I like variety in collection. Even if I don't buy something, I still like seeing the variety of like more of these independent lines come out from Hot Toys. So in the end, if it does well, we all kind of get lucky, and it's a good thing for the community.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We can just hope that it does well. But again, at this moment, nothing's doing well.
And they are unique where I think they would look really good in your collection. They got that blue and then you got the base with all the colors. They would really stand out. So I think if you are a fan, consider picking these up when the time comes.
Yep.
Graham, that's exactly what I said. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, but I love the pop of the characters themselves. So if I can end up getting the figures, I would love to at some point. Now, not for the full retail price initially. Just
No,
my
and I agree, especially if you want to get both. That's a tough pill to swallow when you're paying $800 for the two figures. So
like you said, it's going to be a standout. Like it's going to pop in the T-Dops behind me or in the cases behind you. The colors will pop.
Right.
Bobby says, not buying this, waiting to see how it looks on InArt's Premier Hot Toys body.
You guys see that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Oh, Fabs has been waiting for that.
Oh, so juicy! Stay tuned, guys. Don't leave.
It's gonna get heated in here.
It's gonna get heated. Don't leave. So all right, so we got Bobby's a big fan of InArt. I think he ordered everything they have in stock so far, which is nothing. Let's see. Cobra says I should have more depth, like glass eyes or something. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess we'll see. I think the lighting doesn't help. I think we'll see that because the eyes are really nice, believe it or not. See, like this does no justice to what the eyes actually look like. This is the lighting that's making it look crappy. They look really nice.
Lighting, and it's a 2D image. It'll look a bit different in hand.
Yep. Oh, 100%. David said, what's the height? These figures are 18 inches.
They'll fit in a D-top. You're going to have to bend them, though. You'll have to do like a more crouched position.
You got to bend the head down. But I never tried mine fitting in there, so I don't know.
I have a buddy who has the original one in a D-top.
Without moving any of the shelves?
He can't have a base.
Huh?
There's no base on it. He can't.
Yeah, and he has them more like in a crouched position.
I was gonna say, there's no way that fits. I think
standing straight up, it'd be like these juggernauts. You're gonna have to remove a shelf for them to stand straight up.
Yep. Yeah, so 18 inches. If I had to compare, I'd choose She-Hulk. I mean, it's gonna be a whole different look altogether.
You know what? I didn't like the She-Hulk show. The figure looks good, but if I had to choose, I would take Jake just because of how much he stands out. Yeah. And I know he would just be an independent piece. I don't have to try and pair with anything else.
Right. Well, then you got to pair with her.
I don't have to. I'm not a perfectionist or a completionist, so I'd be fine with just Jake.
See, and I'd be fine with just her.
Yeah, if anything, because they made him before. If anything, she's the rare one now.
Oh yeah, they'll for sure make less of her due to people actually owning the previous Jake.
Yeah, so a lot of people, if anything, will buy her more than him. Jeff, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Yo, how come I can't use my phone? This guy, he's talking about a post. I
saw that.
So I was trying to order something that's in stock now, and I have like 10 coupon codes, and they're saying, it's not eligible for promo. So it's like, what the hell's the point then? I got to wait, 2 years until nobody wants it that I could use it? It's so dumb.
You can only get the things they want you to have.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Only way I would get these is if I go bargain bins. Yeah, exactly. If I want to Disney for your collection, it's the one for you. Payday with the popcorn in the house. David, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Avatar doesn't seem to have a fan base and appreciated value. Yes, movies make out time. Yeah, that's another thing. So I remember when the first movie came out, and I mean, again, I'm not comparing that time to this time because it's nowhere near, close. But if I remember correctly, I think those figures did well. Mm-hmm. Again, it was a different time. They weren't making as many. So if I remember correctly, I think they did very well.
Yeah, if I'm just basing it off of, so I started collecting like 6-scale stuff in like 2020. And since then, I've been seeing all these sell posts of people asking for like a Jake piece. And I haven't really seen many for sale posts of the character itself. And then for the past year, I've seen a lot of posts asking, is Hot Toys going to make this? Is Hot Toys going to make this? So is that just a lot of murmuring and people just mentioning it and maybe not buying it, or is there an actual big fan base of people wanting this character? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out.
We'll see. Bobby. I gotta keep talking about Bobby. Make sure he doesn't fall asleep on me. He just disappears all the time. Unreal. Some friend. Force Chuck the Light Bot. Thank you, Payne. I appreciate it. What is this? When Fabs Museum poses them joints, will really show. When Fabs Museum poses them, no way. I would have shown. Stay till the end. You're gonna see my amazing. You see my amazing Jake Sully pose from the original one. Apparently, people care. The movies almost look outside. Well, there's a fan base for these. Yeah, no, I was gonna say. So back then, the movies, the figures did well because the movie was a huge hit. And again,
cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, and back then, the amounts of figures that were being made were nowhere near the same, that are being made now. So it was a different world. So I'm not even trying to compare, but I remember that because the movie did well. I think that if I remember correctly, I think the figures did very well as well.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that? Was that 08?
It came out in 08, the movie.
Man.
Yeah, it was back then. Yep.
It's crazy.
Like 08 or 09.
Between a first and a second movie, that kind of a time span.
It's a huge. It's like, what was it, like 35 years in between or something?
Something like that, maybe 40.
He's like, maybe 40. You're insane. Wait, what was I looking for?
Same year as The Dark Knight, so yeah, 08.
That's crazy, right?
I think I just got to high school.
Damn, 08. That's when Heath passed away too. That's a long time ago. 09? Was it 09?
I don't even
remember. You just
I know
Googled it. It was 09.
09.
I know it was a long, long time ago. Hector says, same year as Dark Knight. Ooh, 2009. Yep, look at that. Yeah, so I definitely started 2008. Yeah, I must have started 2008 because I remember when that figure came out, I bought it right away. So I definitely started collecting 2008. It wasn't 2007. It was definitely 2008 then.
Fabs, I think I was in 9th grade.
That's his. You were still a what do you call it? A cub.
A little cubby bear.
Cubby bear. It came out when I was in the Army for 6 years. I'm retired now. Ooh, so what? Probably 1983, I believe. They say this guy, unreal.
Full head of hair.
December 18th, 2009. Wow. Yeah. No. Yep.
Newly married. No kids. Living life.
That no kids life. That's
going to Texas Roadhouse every night.
Texas Roadhouse.
Wee-ha!
We just got a Texas Roadhouse, and apparently it's a big deal around here now.
You know that there's one like 10 minutes from me. I've never been.
I still haven't been. No, this one opened up a few months ago.
Oh, that's right. You probably don't eat meat, do you, Fabs?
No, vegan steaks. Unreal. Let's see. Just remember, Fabs, you're older than me. That's not true at all.
Fabs, like 50.
William. What?
You're like 50.
49. All right, let's go to the next fun topic of the night, which is Graham's favorite line to collect, third party.
Oh shit.
So let's see. It said yes, it is.
I'll just set this one out.
I am not. Unbelievable. This guy. Look at this. Always lying already. Unbelievable. 40.
William does that. William does that a lot.
49, William. All right, so did you guys see this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so the head sculpt, I'm not a fan of the head sculpt. It doesn't look like Pierce. I can see it. I obviously know that's Pierce. It just, the quality of that isn't great. But the thing is, I don't know if I'd even pose him with Pierce's head sculpt, but the figure itself, the costume, I think looks great. The colors are good. Granted, I don't know this company, so is it going to turn out exactly what these pictures are like? Is the body going to be good? I don't know about that. But the thing is, what are the chances that we're actually going to get one from Hot Toys now? The fact that Black Adam and DC isn't going to continue. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with the movies continuing. I think they're making product for that movie regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, at least it shouldn't affect what they're, because whatever they make, they're making figures for that movie now, to be released next year. That has nothing to do with making, with them making that money. You know what I mean? It's not like they need to make figures that have to be from characters that have to continue in line for other movies. You know what I mean? They'll make a movie now and then they'll make it again for, so I don't think that matters. But I have a feeling Hot Toys is going to make this 100%. Graham, what do you think?
I'd like to plead the fifth. I haven't seen Black Adam. I know nothing about this character or this company.
You haven't seen the commercials either?
No, maybe a couple trailers, but I don't really remember the character.
Pierce looks dead in that sculpt.
He looks pretty old.
Well, number one,
definitely ain't no Miss Doubtfire years, but
number one, this is.
I wouldn't have known it was him if I was just looking at it.
No, you could tell. I mean, you gotta really look for him.
You gotta really look for him. If I didn't know who he was, I wouldn't know it was Pierce. I wouldn't have been able to put it together.
Exactly. So I think this figure is very basic. It's gonna be very crappy. Remember this conversation started here first. The head sculpt, as you can see, very, very bad. Again, who the hell is Premium Toys? I have no idea. As usual, it's probably a sister company of another bigger company that's just making this. Again, this cannot be good. Just by look at this. I'm going to show you something real quick.
So you're not familiar with this company? You don't have anything from them?
There's not. This is the first figure they make.
Okay.
Which, Fabs, you're the one who told me, when it's the first figure being released by one of these sister companies, definitely do not pull the trigger.
They're never good. They're never
good. I forgot what we talked about. This has been a few weeks ago. Something popped up, and we pretty much had this exact same conversation about something else.
Yeah, look, this is very basic. Let me tell you something. Dr. Fate and Hawkman were the two probably coolest looking characters in the whole movie, okay? There is absolutely no way that this suit here represents what he looked like in the movie whatsoever, at all. I feel like it's missing way more. I feel like the gold is not there. I think that should really be a chrome gold paint color because that shine on that thing was beautiful. Again, the head sculpt is not good at all. Not good at all. Not even a little bit. He looks very old, very wrinkled for some reason. Just blah. Look at the eyes. He looks like he's been crying all day. The helmet. Look at the helmet. The crappiest. Look at the detail on that. Look at the cheap. Look how cheap that looks. You got to tell me that this is good? No, it's not. Look at it. See, here he looks better. But still not good at all. Look at that.
That looks very Hasbro. Like that picture looks very cheap. Very McFarlane.
Very cheap. Very, very cheap looking. That's a hard pass for me. Definitely not getting this thing. But I think Graham, when you saw it, you said what? You said you didn't see the movie, but you may get it anyway because you like shiny things that are gold, you said, I think?
Yeah, I'm just a big Pierce Brosnan fan, so I think I would get this no matter what it looks like.
no matter what it looks like. Unbelievable. So rude. So rude.
Unreal.
It looks too muscular. The helmet, yeah, no, it's very blah. It's literally.
Can he even see out of that helmet?
Well, no, he can't in the movie either. It's close.
Is he blind?
No, he's just a magician. But anyway, so no, this is cool because it's like it's not. This is not. I didn't mean this is cool like in a good way. This is just very basic, very blah. Very cheap. This is not, and this thing better be $150 because if it's more than that, forget it.
Oh, it absolutely has to be that 140, 150
Yeah.
price range.
How many are you getting, Fabs?
I don't see it selling for much more than that.
How many are you getting? 2?
Well, I wanted to pull this off here, so hopefully 4. This 5. This has 6, but I'll do maybe 5. And then yeah, no, I'm not getting that at all. Let's see. David says, I want the Hugh Hefner-esque smoking jacket Oscar wearing version. Yeah, no, he looks cool in that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very classy. Very classy looking in that outfit. Peter says, I hope Hot Toys. Yeah, I think so. Very doable. We saw that they can make wings multiple times for Falcon, for Wonder Woman. We saw that they can make. We know that they can make anything. Okay, anything. They can make anything. So
do you actually think they're actually going to make a Dr. Fate and Hawkman? Now the fact that we're not going to get those characters coming back.
It doesn't matter.
Movies
doesn't matter because again, when they made like, for example, Avatar, Jake, the very first time, there was no, oh, they're coming next, in 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, nobody knew. So that's the thing. They'll make something for the moment. If they, for whatever reason, they can make it again, absolutely they will, because now they have everything that they had for the first one already set up for any future projects of that character. So it's just that much easier, especially speaking about the body. You know what I mean? You make a one-time body for a figure, you're going to hope to use that body over and over and over and over and over. But if you decide to make the product to begin with, then you're going to make that body for that one product. And if they never make it again, then guess what? It is what it is. But now, look what happened. They had the body already. They made a second movie from that character. And there you go. Now all they got to do is tweak it, do whatever they got to do, but they already have the base all ready to go. Let's see. Black Adam would have been good 15 years ago. Why? Why didn't you like it? What didn't you like about it?
Black Adam itself, the movie itself wasn't a phenomenal movie. What it was setting up in the end of it, that's why we went.
All for naught.
All for naught, yeah.
Does this not to, go ahead.
No, I was reading that. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, does this this whole DC thing, does it kind of dampen like maybe any figures that you hadn't gotten yet, like the Black Adam, or even like the Wonder Woman 84, or that the 2.0 of the armor? Is it the tactical Batman? Does it dampen any of those figures for you guys, or you still just kind of want it just as much as you did?
Yeah, not for me. I mean, it does. It actually does dampen it for Black Adam, but for like 84 Wonder Woman, no. I didn't love that movie, but that piece, Jesus, it is
if it ever comes
gorgeous.
Out.
Absolutely gorgeous. So it doesn't ruin anything for that for me, even though I know Gal Gadot in her Wonder Woman isn't going forward. It doesn't do anything for any of the Batflex. It doesn't do anything for like the Nightmare Superman or any of those. It just does it kind of for me for Black Adam. So I wouldn't have bought him by himself unless there's some future adaptation where they actually did come out with like a Hawkman and Dr. Fate. So yeah, I probably would want them to kind of team build. But for all the others, no, not for me.
Let me tell you why it wouldn't matter. At the end of the day, all these characters look very similar. You know what I mean? Like if you look at any comic book, for example, let's see, Green Lantern, for example, right? If you put him next to what's his name? What's the actor's name who played Green Lantern?
Ron Reynolds.
Ron Reynolds. So you put the very generic Green Lantern figure, comic book figure, animated figure, whatever it is, figure of Green Lantern, and then you put let's just say Hot Toys made a Green Lantern next to him. It's going to be very similar. So it doesn't matter who the actor is because the character is the character, and they're usually going to make him look like the comic book. So you go back and look at Wonder Woman, right? Obviously, her suit from now compared to Linda Carter's suit from back in, where it was the 80s, right? It's not going to be the same outfit by any means. But you're going to tell me Linda Carter doesn't look like Gal Gadot? Very similar. That long black hair, so they all have that specific look to them. So if they canceled all of these characters and they made an entire new line with all new people and all, different people, all new outfits, guess what? You still have a Wonder Woman from whatever, and you still have another Wonder Woman from whatever. It's still Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? So that's why them canceling all these future movies and all these projects and all these things and, getting rid of actors doesn't really affect me, because the character is the character. Doesn't matter who's playing the character. What matters is the actual characters. You're not buying, oh, look, they just came out with a Deadpool from Ryan Reynolds. You're not buying Ryan Reynolds. You're buying Deadpool. You know what I mean? So it could be Deadpool from, let's say somebody else does Deadpool. Again, it doesn't matter. You're buying Deadpool for Deadpool, not for, the actor. Yes, the actor does help if you like the actor, of course, but it's not my main reason to buying, these characters.
And on the other end of the spectrum too, you could say maybe it would make people even want it more. The fact that they're done with that actor as that character. So now it's not like they'll probably just keep making more and more. So they might also just want to get their hands on it to have that in their collection as well.
That's another thing. So now that's going to be, somebody's generational,
Right.
character, so that'll be meaningful to them, to a lot of people, who lived through the movies, who enjoyed the movies. So, that's going to be a very meaningful. Same thing for people in the 80s with Linda Carter. People think the 80s Wonder Woman is the best thing in the world because that was their era. That was their time, So it all depends on the person. But to me, I buy the character for the character. You know what I mean? I buy 5 different Supermans, whether it's animated, whether it's hyper lifelike, whether it's whatever. I buy because of the Superman. I don't buy because this one looks like this one. Not at all. But obviously if it looks like the actor, it's that much better. Bad Boy for Life says whack. Yeah, this figure's not good at all. This looks like an InArt figure. Yeah, probably the same body. They probably use the same body. Deflex, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Wait for the official Dr. Yeah, no, it's coming. It's 100% coming. Hot Toys, yep. Can you discuss about the 2 version of this figure? Yeah, I did it. What was Saturday? I did it on Tuesday, but I'll do it real quick for you guys. What do you want to talk about? Let me know what you want to talk about specifically, and we'll talk about it for a little bit.
They both look great.
Oh, it is 150. I was gonna say, there's no way that this is gonna be more than that. There's absolutely no way.
It wouldn't sell for anything more than 150 for sure.
Yeah, see, let me see. I didn't even bother looking at the prices. I was like, there's no way that I'm buying 24. Yep, 154. Look at that. There's no way. I could tell just from these pictures, it's gonna be crap. So, yeah, I'm telling you, there's no way it was going to be more than that.
But people are going to buy it for that stand-in piece up until or if, Hot Toys comes out with it.
Yes and no.
It came out at a good time.
Yeah, true. So we're going to talk about this very important piece that nobody wants. Let's see. Dr. Fate. When it puzzles about his different personalities, I know we'll do without it, depending on. True.
Yeah,
See,
it wasn't quite like that.
He's teaching you, Graham.
Well, I'll say that's kind of how Dr. Fate is in like the comics or like the animated show. He wasn't quite like that in Black Adam.
Yeah, it was a different character for sure. I can't remember the movie when no, that's what it was. It was supposed to be like once he put the helmet on, it was like a different person. Not me. The movie still exists. It's like me saying I'm not getting any Chris Reeve Superman because he exactly. There you go. That's what I mean. So you're buying it for Superman. You're buying it, for the character. If you like the actor, even better. But it's usually, the character that you like, not so much, not necessarily because even again, let's say somebody doesn't collect Hot Toys. They collect, Play Arts K, right? The Play Arts K company. None of them look like anybody, right? You got Superman that looks like nobody, and people still collect them. Why? Because they like Superman. It's not because of the actor. You know what I mean? So that's why that doesn't bother me at all. The DCEU figures won't be reissued anymore. after the Flash comes out, you will never see. Well, that's
Never say never.
So, yeah, I have a feeling. He came up with something, and not he. What was it? James Gunn. They were talking about him rebooting the whole thing, but they're saying that there's a possibility that this set of Justice League may appear in the future as a multiverse situation from another Earth in one of the movies. So I think that's a possibility. There's a chance that they still may come out down the line, but that's what I heard. Is it true? I don't know. But supposedly that's what they're going to be doing. So
the Flash movie's kind of crazy because weren't they going to like try and edit Ezra Miller's scenes out as much as possible? And then they just made that statement like a week or two ago where they're possibly going to keep Ezra Miller going forward
That's
or
weird.
something.
I have no idea.
Really, really odd. They have 3 complete movies. They have Aquaman 2, they have Batgirl, which was canceled, and they have Flash. Like they have 3 complete movies.
Yeah, crazy. Can you imagine doing all that work and then it's like, oh, we're not playing your movie? What?
Mm-hmm.
When you're an a-hole.
Ooh. I thought it would be
very, very justified with the whole Ezra Miller thing. Man. That's crazy.
Captain Rex was a daily deal on Sideshow today. I just hit the order button. Thanks a lot. Wait, what happened? Crab Captain Rex was a daily deal on Sideshow today, and I just hit the order button. Thanks a lot. We weren't even talking about Rex. What are you talking about?
It's a little disheartening. Captain Rex is such a good figure, but it's so crazy that people are literally like just trying to give him away at this point now.
He was supposed to be a Grail.
Dark Side for 150. Yo, that figure. Oh my god! Just because it's so bad, I'll sell it to you for 400.
Woo!
He's like,
I've been seeing people customize the hell out of that Dark Side figure.
I saw somebody posted a picture of it broken. I was like, "What did you do?" Unreal.
JP,
I got a cold. Who got a cold?
You got a cold.
You got a. Who got a cold?
Who got a cold? You got a cold.
Oh no, I don't got a cold at all. I told you guys, my sinuses are insane for like weeks now, but I don't have a cold at all.
You should acupuncture yourself.
Oh man, you don't understand. You don't even understand. Fast got a lot of faith in Hot Toys. I don't think Hot Toys released it. Oh no. Remember this conversation. Dr. Fate is coming. David, remember this. When Dr. Fate comes, you are going to message me and say,
you told me so.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. So send me a video because because remember that conversation. Deal. All right. So I know Graham is a really big Iron Man fan. So obviously this is not the first time you're seeing this. When you first saw this, how did you feel about it? And how do you feel about it now that it's released? Finally ready for you to press that order button.
I was like, oh, another one of these Iron Man, but now they're just going to give us more of the what's the term? Yeah, neon tech. So now they're just adding to it because they don't really know what other colors to do for neon tech.
Oh no, there's more colors coming.
Y'all, maybe it's because I'm not an Iron Man, like a big Iron Man fan. If you would have showed me this, I'd be like, yeah, I've seen this tons of times already. Like this is
right.
I don't know this. I don't like this scheme. I just feel like I've seen this a dozen different times. Right. It doesn't do a whole lot for me.
In a vacuum, it like looks cool. Like if I'm just seeing it as a figure, you know, it looks cool. But I've never been a fan of the neon tech, as Fab somewhat passive aggressively mentioned. And I mean, to me, I know there's a big market for this, and more power to you. That's fine because it does look cool. But to me, I just collect for the movies that I see. So I don't like variants. I don't like chrome. I don't like any of that stuff. I want it to represent how it was in the movie. So while I can admire this and like the craftsmanship and kind of the artistic way that it looks, I don't. It's not something I want to add, and I don't really want to pay that price point for it.
So you don't like the fact that it's just not the original paint, correct?
Correct.
Austin, what about you? What do you like and dislike about this figure?
I mean, if I'm just judging it just off the figure alone, yeah, it could look cool, I guess. But to me, it just looks like every other one I've seen. And I'm kind of the same way as Graham. Like when I collect, it's either because I think a figure looks cool and I somewhat know about them, kind of like the Avatar thing. But mainly, I collect for like the representation of the movie, and this wouldn't do that for me. And I don't like the character enough. There are some characters that I love enough where I probably would buy some variants of it if it were cool enough, like a Batman, right? I'd probably buy some different variants and whatnot. But a lot of those variants would probably be, movie adaptation based, like a Thomas Wayne Batman. Like I would instantly buy that. But it's a representation of like a movie that the animated movie that I've seen or whatnot. So yeah, this wouldn't do it for me. This wouldn't make its way in my collection.
The other thing too is I feel like with all the Iron Man releases, we've been kind of desensitized to Iron Man. Like, oh, another Iron Man release, and we just kind of look the other way.
There's so much.
Yeah, right. So there's just so much that we don't really maybe admire it as much as we could. But yeah, just every year during the summer, it feels like we get another Neon Tech or something like that. So it's
from
just
an average consumer who just doesn't really collect Iron Man and who's still newer in the hobby and whatnot. This looks like something that came out years ago. Like I wouldn't have known the difference, honestly.
Well, it did.
Okay, see, yeah. I mean, maybe
but now they're just adding
they added the gantry and they added this. So this faceplate here, as you can see, this here is all see-through plastic. It's all clear. See that in the eyes? Now look at this one. This is the regular one. See how it doesn't have that? So they're giving you an exclusive faceplate, which is this one, the gantry, and then this one, which is the original that came with the very first, with the 1.0 Neon Tech. This was the very, very first Neon Tech figure that came out. This one right here, which is the Mark.
Okay.
This was the Mark this was Mark 4, I believe. This is Mark 4. They did the Mark 5 and they did the Mark 4, the Mark 6, and the Mark War Machine and Mark 50, I believe.
It's impressive you can just spit those out. I have no idea.
Well, because when you have everything for God knows how long, I didn't learn that. Like it took me a long time to really know all those marks. And it's funny you say that because when people would say, "Oh yeah, Mark the next Mark," and I'd be like, "How the hell do you know?" There's like 80 of them, but over time, it's just you have no choice.
I got to think this is a really small market too because it's Iron Man and it's a mark that we've seen before, but then also it's a Neon Tech, which limits, I think, to mostly Iron Man collectors. Some people might just pick it up because it's cool, but I got to think not too many. But then you're adding in the gantry, which is going to add another huge chunk of money to it too. So then now that there's a more of a market that's out of the game because it's just too much. So yeah, I can't. I mean, I know overseas it sells really well, so maybe that's kind of just their main focus is just that they'll make all of their money overseas and they don't really care about the U.S. It's just not that big here. So
that's another, that's true too. They have so much. So many fans and so many customers over there that they really, and it makes sense. We take it as, oh, here comes another Iron Man, but they don't necessarily make that for us. You know what I mean?
Overseas, they take it as, oh man, they made another Iron Man.
Exactly. No, 100%.
Right.
That's exactly what happens. We're like, oh man, and they're like, hell yeah. So that's exactly what happens. Very true. Very, very true. David says, when this first came out, it was awesome. Now it's just tired and boring. Yeah, that exactly. So what happens is, you see, like this was the very first time we ever saw anything like that. So we were like, wow, this is insane. And then when the other color came out, we we're like, oh, that's cool. Now I got to get that color. Then the other color came out. It's like, oh man, I need that color. But after a while, it's like another one. But again, you got to get them all. So let's see. So none of you are getting this. See, here's the faceplate. Here's the deluxe one, the special edition plate, because it's all clear, see-through, and it's different than this one. See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually would love, if they would have sold the figure by itself without the gantry, I would have bought it again just to get the faceplate. But not an option. So I'll probably get this when it's at buy one, get one 90% off next year. Let's see. And then we got
this one won't qualify though, unfortunately.
Then we got, this is so D-Lo posted this in my group. Shout out to D-Lo. And so I guess he found it somewhere else and he just shared it. But I want to bring up something because this is very important. So this is what they posted. Right? So I guess they have it in hand. Beautiful, rooted, right?
Yeah, nothing to complain about with that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad.
Oh, it's not bad. Look at that. Now look at this. Look at that. Everybody, just listen. Just listen to me.
Fab's about to educate us.
So now that you guys see this, what do you guys think of this? Like, what do you guys like? Let's go to Austin. Austin, you see this now, because everybody's expecting like a human body under InArt figures, like as if they were going to be the most amazing figures in the world. And now you see this, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, we never saw them show if they were making their own bodies, what they were doing, what bodies they were using, what bodies they were, so go ahead.
So the community, I feel like, has hyped this up so much. And maybe because I'm not buying one of these, only just because I don't value any of these characters enough to want to pay a premium for any of it. So I've been following it hardcore. But the community itself, especially all these die-hard InArt fans all of a sudden,
Exactly,
who unequivocally is 100% InArt over everything, InArt over their kids and whatnot. Yep. I assumed this was going to be like a custom body, but just looking at it, it just seems like a slightly modified Hot Toys body. So I was expecting something completely premium, something new, something very innovative for like InArt itself. So once again, I don't care because I'm not buying any of these. But I saw this, I just started chuckling because I was expecting something different, and it just seems lackluster from the hype that the community has built up around the brand. Because I don't think they've mentioned, like you said, I don't think they actually have mentioned the body or what they're doing.
Oh, nothing. This is the first time we ever see it. So, Graham.
Hold on.
Oh, thanks.
I'm messaging somebody in the chat.
Oh,
all right.
Come back later when you're not busy anymore.
With this image, because I wasn't expecting anything like one of a kind body. I mean, Hot Toys have great bodies, so if this is a Hot Toys body modified with improvements, I have no problem with it. It looks like it's going to articulate fine. I'm not, like somebody said, Leighton said, I'm not going to display him naked, so that's really not a problem. The main thing here with InArt,
that wasn't the point.
The main thing we're looking at with InArt is going to be the likeness, the paint application, and then the material of the clothing that they're using, and probably maybe some extra like accessories or something like that. I don't see what the big deal is here because Hot Toys bodies are no slouches. So I guess I don't really. I know what you're trying to get at, Fabs. You're trying to say you're paying a premium, and people are saying it's a one-of-a-kind figure, but it's not. So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't really have a problem with it.
So Graham, you nailed it, right? So people are buying this for the quality of the likeness in the material used. I touched on just the hype that the community has built.
And that's a good point.
That's the only thing I thought was funny about it, because the community itself just made it seem like this was going to be a completely innovated.
And I agree with that.
That was just the biggest thing for me, because regardless, it's still going to be good. It's just like you said, Hot Toys is great, and if this is a Hot Toys body modified to be better, that's a win. That's a win for the collectors who are getting this. I just thought the hype was great.
You know, and they are doing the magnetic wrist pegs, which is, you know, a home run in my opinion,
That is
because
neat.
those are just a pain in the ass. But you know, outside of that, I just don't know what really they could do a ton better than a Hot Toys body that's already out there. I mean, it looks like it's going to have great articulation. You know, it's got the swivels, it's got the the double elbow joints and stuff like that. So, you know, I think when it all comes together, it is still going to be a really good figure that a lot of people are going to be happy with. But I get what you guys are saying. The community's kind of blown it out of proportion with how good it's going to be. So, and we do have to see it in hand. You know, only a few people have it yet. So that, you know, that does go into consideration as well. But yeah, I got
So
no
yeah,
issues with it.
you actually did touch on something. Like once we get in hand, how is it? I'm curious how it's going to hold up with the modifications. How well the modifications are done on this. If that's going to hold up over a period of time.
This is what people don't understand. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I actually just talked to somebody earlier this week. I don't want to mention his name or anything.
Name him now.
I can't do any of those gotcha, you know, got him kind of things.
Got him.
But he was talking to me, and I guess he said something negative on a stream, and he was just attacked. You know, he mentioned something slightly negative about InArt and just attacked. But the thing is, we don't know how this actually is going to look in hand, and we don't know how long-lasting it's going to be. And that's a very fair thing to point out.
Honestly, I don't expect it to last forever. I don't expect Hot Toys to last forever. I think over time the joints get weak and they're going to sag. Honestly, what I'm interested in this figure for is the likeness and how freaking amazing it looks. So if he's sitting on the bench or just standing on the magnetic base, that's probably what I'm going to be doing with him. I'm not putting him in any dynamic poses. So again, all that stuff is just kind of smoke to me. Like, I don't really care because I know the reasons, I guess, why I'm getting the figure. I think that's all that matters. You just got to look inward and what's important to you when you're going to buy this figure. And if you're expecting a one-of-a-kind body, you know, then that's, I guess, kind of up to you. And then you got to kind of figure out what you're going to be doing from here. But it doesn't really change anything for me.
David says, well, it looks more articulated than most Hot Toys bodies.
Well, that's fair.
Well, yes and no. This is why you can't say that. Hot Toys makes their own bodies, first and foremost. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, so that's your premium right there. It's like buying a car. You buy a luxury car. Everything outside is beautiful, top of the line, but then you got a Honda engine. Not that Honda's bad, but it's not, you know, you're not making your entire car.
That's fair.
So therefore, you're naming something premium that is nowhere near premium. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, a company like this who wants to get involved in the 1/6 scale, because obviously, you know, they're in statues to begin with. The fact that you know that there's a company out there for many, many years that is running the game right now. You want to get involved in that game that they're running. So if you were to want to come off as this supreme, superior, you know, company, your first job should have been the base of the figure, which is what? The body, first and foremost. What am I putting my clothes on? What am I putting all this premium material on? What am I putting all this, you know, velvet and all this real denim and all this real leather and all this real everything? What am I putting this on? Why does Hot Toys make their own bodies and they don't use just a regular cheap $20 body? Because it makes a difference. Going back to what David said, how does this look more articulated? How does this look more articulated? This is just a regular Hot Toys body. So
yeah, I mean, it's got all the same stuff. You got this, the double joints, the swivels.
And this is what I'm trying to point out. You know, and I'm not trying to, like, you know, put him on the spot, but this is a perfect question. This is a perfect question because this is, a lot of people feel this way. You know, a lot of people, like, look what he says. it looks more articulated than most bodies, right? It looks. So you wouldn't even know if it was because you don't have it in hand yet. So that's 1.5. Number 2. Again, as a company coming into this game that's run by Hot Toys, first and foremost, your job is to make a premium product, then from scratch, make your own body. And then if you're going to make all this premium clothes and these, perfectly tailored stuff, then that's fine. But start with a good base. Now, does this mean that they're never going to make their own bodies? Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. They're just starting. Okay? But my thing is, don't be calling a company premium anything when they're not even, using everything from their company like Hot Toys is. Hot Toys goes from body to shoes to clothes to hands to pegs to everything. Everything is made by Hot Toys.
Yeah,
okay?
can we all agree on something? Criticism until proven results in the market, that should be fair game to criticize.
But you know what it is too, though. It's these YouTubers constantly streaming with InArt, okay, and to be able to have the guy come on their stream to talk about InArt, what do you have to do? You have to kiss InArt's ass. So by you talking all almighty about InArt, what is it going to do to the viewers and to the listeners? Oh my God, this must be amazing because these guys are talking about it. Nobody has anything in hand, but they're talking about it like this great. But it's only because you got the InArt guy right next to you. And you can't say something good about it when the guy's sitting next to you, and then when he leaves, go talk bad about it and then have him back on your show the next day. So it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
so none of it is genuine. None of these this is great can be genuine because your opinion is being affected by having somebody from that company on your stream, on your show, on your anything. So
yeah.
how can you be honest and how can you be not biased or unbiased with an opinion when you got the guy who's pushing the product right next to you? That makes no sense. So where are these people? A lot of people in the community with, InArt is the greatest. InArt. How?
No, you're right. Once again, criticism until proven results in the market. That should be a very fair thing. But Jeff's right. You can't criticize them if you want that discount. I think that says a lot.
Exactly.
I think that says a lot for the people bending over backwards. I think it's fair. I think it's fair for people to say a lot of positive things about InArt for sure. But
you can't crown them yet.
Yeah, I think it's a little dishonest. It would be against my brand, though, for me personally, not to give criticism if I thought it was warranted. And if I didn't think it was warranted, I wouldn't say it. But I think it's fair to give criticism. And I think the criticism is you can't hand out that crown until those results are proven, and especially proven over time.
And that's the thing. Everybody is InArt. Nobody has anything in hand. And again, now we see this body reveal. There's nothing premium about this. Okay? Nothing. If anything, I'm missing the Hot Toys logo on it. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Because that would be premium. If I see Hot Toys on this, that's premium. Okay?
In the end, though, I hope this is spectacular. I hope it's amazing. I hope
exactly.
Body
I don't wish. And that's the thing that you brought up a good point. A lot of people think, why do you hate InArt? I don't hate them. I hope they do great because, again, more competition just makes Hot Toys get better. So it's not about them doing that. But I'm not going to sit there and pretend that a product that nobody has in hand is the best thing in the world. Not happening.
I'm not asking you to, Fabs.
Not you.
I think that's honesty on your end, man. Because once again, competition breeds fair market value or better quality for us consumers.
Absolutely.
That's not just in this hobby. That's literally in business and in any single market. So, and plus, dialogue is good, right? dialogue and exchanging views and opinions on this and having those discussions, regardless of what the topic is, it's good. It's not
Unless you don't agree with me, and then you're just wrong.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't
that's a good
agree
rule
with
of
me,
thumb.
if you don't agree with me,
Wrong.
You got to get the Mr. Ed Bassmaster, the psh,
oh yeah, no, I
or
found
the
another,
Unreal one.
I found another. Yeah, I found another one. Leighton says, "Well, I ain't displaying him. He's naked, so not fun." Yeah, no, it's not about that. Obviously, nobody's gonna display him naked, but you know,
I would.
This is what we're talking about. This right here. Commander Crook, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Finally met him. I had
In
no
person?
idea. No. We messaged each other. I didn't know. I've seen him, for months in chats, and I never knew who he was.
Man, that's a big deal to get Fabs to talk to you. It took me a long time.
Yeah, well, you were blocked. You were blocked, so that's what.
I'm just teasing. Actually, Fabs was the one blowing me up, and I was just ignoring him. So
yeah, no, because it said call for a good time, so I was like, "Yo, what is it?" Rick says, "Hot Toys is absolutely." See, Rick knows the deal. Rick knows. He knows he's not being brainwashed by this propaganda. There is a certain streamer who can't shut up about it. Like, bro, thank you.
I don't keep up with YouTube stuff, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
who you're talking about either, but I can only imagine it because when I was, streaming with other people, it was like nonstop. Oh my god, and it was like, it was cool in the beginning because it was like, all right, new company, we're gonna get new stuff, and then they started with, 48-hour window for pre-order, then a year of pre-order, and it went downhill from there, and that's what ruined it for me.
Q4.
Yeah, right off the bat, when you start off a company and try to promote it as this amazing thing, better thing than what's in the game right now, and then you start doing shady stuff, you lost me right there. But it doesn't mean that I still ordered my two double packs. I still order my Pennywise figure. So it's not about hating, but it turns you off. And now me, the way I am, now it makes me more skeptical. So I'm not just going to be, dive in head first, balls deep into this company that already lied to us from day one, So this is what you guys got to again. Nobody's wishing that the product is bad. Nobody wants this product to fail.
Exactly.
Nobody wants this to be crap. It has nothing to do with that. But you guys got to wake up to the fact that what's being pushed by other people, it's being affected by this company. If you notice, again, YouTubers constantly streaming with these people pushing this product for a reason. You think that comes, I don't know if they're getting, discounts or benefits or this or that from this person. I don't know. But your opinion will 100% be affected because you're not going to sit there with the guy from InArt right next to you, okay, in the panel, and you're going to sit there grilling him about, pointing out crappy things about the figure. Not going to happen. He'll never go back on your show, So that's why you guys got to realize you cannot blow up a company like that without not only having the product in hand, but knowing everything about the product. Hot Toys guaranteed didn't start off making their own bodies. And if they did, I don't know that. But I'm going to assume they did it, okay? They didn't just start off a company making their own body from scratch. No. But eventually they realized if we want to maximize a product and we want to make our product the best and we want to make our figures posable and super posable and not so posable, we have to adjust the bodies and make our own bodies to fit whatever figure we want to make. That's why you don't have a Thor figure with a Spider-Man body. You know what I mean? And you don't have a Thor figure with the articulation of a Spider-Man figure because there's no need. So that's when you know that a company has done their research 1,000%. InArt, even this, hold on, let me move you guys. Even this here. Wait, let me get this. Even this. You think this is high quality, premium quality? This is so cheap. It looks like somebody cut, and I understand this is where the magnets are, blah, blah, blah. But this is not even like, appealing to the eye. This is not good. You know, this is the new magnetic, a little magnet in there too as well. There's nothing premium about any of this, any of it. But anyway, let me see some comments here real quick.
Yeah, you're way behind here.
Yeah, I know. Wait, no, I got that one. Yeah, I got that one. The likenesses, everyone. Yeah, the likeness, I understand. But even that, we still haven't seen anything, in hand. At least I haven't. Magnetic feet. Yeah, the base apparently is magnetic. So I'm assuming the feet are magnetic as well. Yep, magnetic feet. Infart. Land, only kidding. What gets me is that everybody seems to have forgot InArt stated they will be using completely. Exactly. So this is their new body, chopped up Hot Toys. You're welcome. Unbelievable. Sag-like sleeve of Wizard. Or rat. Let's see. Commander Cook says, I don't think it's fair when people compare InArt to. Hey, that's another thing. The Joker came out how many years ago?
2014-ish.
Okay. All right.
I think that's a guess.
Almost 10 years ago. And you have people going around saying, look at this. This looks so much better than Hot Toys. The Hot Toys one looks like crap. Can you imagine comparing a car from 10 years ago to one from now and being like, oh, this sucks? Like, what do you expect?
Right.
They better blow Hot Toys out of the water with a brand new figure, but you better believe when Hot Toys comes out with their figure, you better get ready to burn your InArt figure.
Unreal.
Unbelievable. Let's see, from InArt. William, Honda, and Acura are the same. Yeah, but I didn't say Acura. I said one car and then Honda engine. William always looking to be my mechanic. Unreal.
Would you look at that?
You're giving me the same. I know. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm telling you. For some reason, the past 2-3 weeks down here, I come down. And
it's probably just black mold.
No. Yeah, it's probably dying. No, it's not. It's not in the basement. It's like in the house. Like I go outside and I'm like, oh, I can breathe. I think it's just stuffiness from the heat. I think that's what it is. But I'm dying. I can't breathe.
Like David Lash.
What?
David Lash said, all right, I'm out. Fabs, I got you if that Dr. Fate comes out.
Oh, he's leaving. All right, man. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. Have a nice weekend. I'm like way behind. Best Hot Toy figure. Ooh. Man, I don't know if there's such thing, but I'm going to tell you some good ones are Blade, Leonidas from 300. I'm going to say that Davy Jones. There's a bunch. There's a few great figures. You guys sniffling and meowing right here. I was going to see this before, and it was like not coming out. Let's see. Wearing the hands magnet. Oh, I don't know about the hands. I know the forearms. Right here.
Yeah, the hands have magnetic pegs too.
Wait. I know this was magnetic and this was magnetic. I didn't know the actual hands were magnetic.
That is pretty neat, though.
It is. It's
a
game changer.
Idea. It's a good idea to be able to. Well, it's not a game changer because Hot Toys did this a long time ago.
You can't just say it, but still, they did it for one figure. Doesn't mean they're doing it, so it's still a game changer.
But this is only one figure they did it to. Also, what are you talking about?
They're gonna keep doing it.
No, they're not. How do you know?
They
that?
will.
No, they don't. You don't know that. But
you know they won't.
Right now.
That's another thing. You cannot say game changer when Hot Toys did it first. Get the hell out of here.
But Hot Toys doesn't do it at all. You can say, well, they did it once 10, 20 years ago.
No.
I haven't seen any figures that Hot Toys does this. So the fact that they're doing this with their first figure at least gives me hope.
Next time you're invited on my show, if you're working for InArt, you're not invited.
I'm just being unbiased.
Wait.
Nothing.
This would be a game changer, though.
Sorry, Fabs is right.
If this causes Hot Toys to continuously do the magnetic hands and whatnot, that would be the game changer, right? If this was the catalyst.
The game changer would be if InArt stopped copying Hot Toys. That would be the game changer because it's trying to be premium and copying Hot Toys. Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
So we got Hector says, I just need the head sculpt. Yeah, like, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Because even the clothes, like, it is what it is. So much to Fabs, a super chat. So you're gonna literally the same tissue.
Looks like a dirty diaper.
Yeah, yours. So let's see.
Sniffing some dude's thong.
Yo, no, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
My thong. My thong. I gotta pay for these Hot Toys somehow.
Yo, it's so dry. Like, it's the dryness in my sinuses. It's crazy. It's cracking up. Fabs, it has the forest magnets, feed magnets, and pleasure articulation you would want. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with this body. Well, I am saying
Wrong.
because no, there's not. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the body. That's not what I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the figure at all. I hope this is the best figure in the world. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they came exactly what Dilo said. They came out and said that they were using this whole brand new body.
Basically, just don't crown them yet.
Correct. They're using the, and I'm just going by what they.
People are getting a little,
I'm not saying
ahead of the wagon here, where they're saying like, watch out, Hot Toys, and stuff like that, and
this line of dialogue is okay to have too. It's
okay
right.
to have this speculation. I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying you guys are wrong at all. I'm just saying I'm pointing out what I see, as a potential customer. Actually, as a customer, because I bought two packs of this sculpted. Yeah, so so I'm a customer. It's not like I'm just talking crap about it because I don't like it and I'm not gonna buy it. No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. I'm not bashing this because I want it to be good because I'm buying it. You know what I mean? I hope everything they make is great. But you guys got to be realistic is my point. That's all I'm saying. Just be realistic. Not that there's anything wrong with the body. Not that this body's crap. Not that this body sucks. None of that. It has nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is wake up. You can't criticize them. You can't criticize them if you want that. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I don't know if they're getting a discount or not, but you're not going to sit there and be like, hey, man, would you like to come on my show so we can bash your figure all night? Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Well, it depends on how you want your brand to be known.
Austin, stop! We got a super chat, guys. This is a big deal.
Stop!
Guys, so I finally monetized. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. So send me your life savings over, please. Super chats all night, every night. Thank you, Graham. I am blowing my nose right now. I'll definitely buy some tissues with that.
Austin, stop!
No, it's a big deal. You guys, when I was streaming with other people, the super chats were nonstop. I was like, yo, this is awesome. And again, it didn't make me want to be a YouTuber for super chats. But
you make me want to be a YouTuber.
But it's awesome. So now that I'm eligible, guys, send me your paychecks. Don't be cheap.
I think
don't be stingy, guys.
I think now we don't see them as much as because everybody's just trying to afford eggs and gas.
Yeah, eggs is like $7 a dozen in California. Can you imagine? How would you like your eggs? I'm sorry, I didn't get paid yet. Let's see. David says, if I had pre-ordered this, which I didn't, I wouldn't be worried about saying this about it. Yeah, no, again, I pre-ordered it. I wasn't expecting anything bad. The fact that I pre-ordered it, I was expecting something good. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting, like, for example, that Dr. Fate figure. If I know it's crappy, why the hell would I order that? You could tell it's crappy, but with this, new company, competition. Let's see what they're about. Blah blah blah. It's the first figure that they make, so why not? I would hope that first product that company made would be, hold its value somewhat. So we'll see. But that's why I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered just to see what the company was all about. But then,
also, guys, I mean that says a lot about Fabs too, right? Like, he isn't just having this discussion and possibly mention some things that are wrong. Like, he's a legit customer of this company, right? So he, of course, wants it to be good, but he's still willing to discuss some of this. Like, well, you know what? I was expecting this. I'm hoping for this. In the end, he still wants it to be great.
No,
which, I mean, that says a lot about Fabs himself, right? He's willing to have this dialogue openly with everybody on here about some faults that may or may not be there or whatnot. I think that's a great thing. I mean, that's the brand that you want to follow.
And that's how it should be. You have to be, transparent all day, every day about everything. I can't just say, and I obviously I started with Hot Toys. I love Hot Toys. Will always love Hot Toys. I collect, if anything, I collect Hot Toys before I collect characters. You know what I mean? Like I buy Hot Toys because of the figures, how great they are. Not so much because obviously that matters too. If it's a Superman, oh shit, Hot Toys made a Superman. Obviously yes, it's a Superman, but Hot Toys made it. You know what I mean? So I bought this because new company, new figure, looks good, supposed to be good, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. I will always try, everything, all the figures, like that 108 Toys Dark Side. Nobody expected that to be the piece of crap that it is, but there it is. I have it. I did a video on it. I talked about it. It was crappy. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to sit here and say, InArt is the greatest, it's the greatest, it's the greatest, it's the best, Hot Toys sucks, Hot Toys. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about it. So do not listen to people who have influence from a company, because again, your opinion will not be 100% truthful. It cannot be. It cannot be. You know what I mean? I bring somebody from Hot Toys on my panel and say, how come you guys suck with the bases? How come you guys suck with this? How come you guys suck? How, you think if I ask them again the next time, they're going to be like, oh, sure, I'll go back to your show. Never again. So this is why you guys got to wake up. Just because you hear multiple people who have the company on their channel talking great about the figure, why do you think that is? When, again, nobody has it. Nobody has it in hand. That's all I'm saying. Just relax. Wait until you get it. And then if it's your opinion, because that's another thing. If you get the figure, I could sit here and say, this figure is horrible. And you can sit there and say, this figure is the best figure I've got in my entire life. Who's right and who's wrong? It's an opinion. So you can't say because you feel that it's great to you, you can't force that in my head or in my face and say, oh, you're wrong because this is great, because it doesn't work like that. It's an opinion. You know what I mean? So that's what makes it even that much more difficult. So let's see. Wait, where's my – oh, here we go. Delo's still watching. I thought he was building the laziest guy I've ever met. I don't know.
I'll watch your stream, but I won't be on it.
Exactly. I'm working on Saturday. Yeah, I'm not working for you, you mean. Unreal. Unbelievable. Selfish guy. Let's see. We all know that Hot Toys has been considered number one for many years, but all of a sudden, people are treating it. Thank you. And that's another one of my points. You guys are in this community to begin with because of Hot Toys. All of these groups and a lot of these channels are come from.
Forged.
No, come from what?
He was helping you.
How do you hear what he said?
Forged.
Right. Forged, like the ring of Lord of the Rings. So, so all of these things stem from, root from Hot Toys. All of a sudden, they're crap. All of a sudden, this company comes out of nowhere and, screw Hot Toys. They suck. Meanwhile, that's all you've been buying for years. So this is what I mean. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not logical. It's not logical at all by any means. It's just not. So I just want you guys to wake up a little bit. Is this supposed to be absolutely. This is, I'll show you real quick. This is amputation 101 right here. So this is definitely custom. They definitely cut the arm. They taped some, they glued some magnets, and there you go. And this is definitely customized, pegged with the, but I've seen companies make this before too. This is not new either. I've seen this before. I just don't remember where, but this is not new. This is gold. It's Fugazi, Donnie Brasco. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm way behind. Hold on, guys.
Yes, you are, man.
Guys, don't leave me.
We'll be ending the show by the time you get caught up here.
Man, it's been a while since I've been on Fab stream. I miss. Yes, what happens? You miss out on the action. 808, my friend, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday. Peyton Fab, you ordered the Pennywise. Yeah, so I ordered the second one, not the same one that Hot Toys made, but the second look with that crazy hair and the wobbly, like the cockeyed eyes. That's the one I ordered just because I wanted that separate look. I ordered 4 Pennywises, but I opened 2, and I have both head sculpts displayed because I was like, there's no way I'm missing out on both. So that's why I got that second, that B version. That body look at drums. Oh my God, the DID bodies. Exactly, those DID bodies were crap. Same engine. No, it's not the same engine. Because remember, Honda engines used to say Honda on them, and then Acura engines always said Honda on them. But now Acura engines, and I know this because I've had multiple Acuras, and I remember in the 90s or the early 2000s, my friend had a Acura TL, a TL Type S, and he opened the hood to show me the hood, and it said Honda, and I was like, so I thought he swapped out the engine. I'm like, why do you have a Honda engine? He's like, oh no. He goes, that's what they made. So that's how I found out about it. So my first Acura was an Acura TLX, 2015 or so. It said Acura on it. There was no Honda, anything on it. Now they're naming him Acura, but I know what you mean. He's out of here. Okay. Let's see. Chargers. This is not a scoreboard. Do not. My channel.
As one of your helpers here, I'm just keeping everybody informed.
Yeah, sports. Woo. Yeah.
Austin, you should be a sports guy with how you're built.
It's like sports.
I'm just trying to stay fit for all the other fellow nerds who aren't jocks or anything else. That's who I do it for.
808 says that's called a sales pitch. The yelling is keeping me awake long enough to finish. This guy's not building anything. He's been sitting there watching
on his couch.
Yeah, exactly. He's watching Love and Hip Hop.
He's watching football.
He's not watching football.
He's watching football.
Yes, European football, soccer. Oh, stop it! I'm reading it. Unreal, you guys. Why so serious? World Box. Oh yes, those World Box bodies. Those aren't terrible. Those are all right. Dave, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I think they're using Maha Studio. Oh, I never heard of that. Maha Studio. Somebody look that up. Maha Studio. William says loud noise, and thank you, my friend. See, it's working because look.
You should just start every stream by asking for them.
For what?
For super chats.
No,
I just want to remind you, there are super chats. They are welcome.
Hey guys, I want to be very upfront and honest. I would like your paychecks.
No, you know what's good.
Please do your weekly tithing to me.
Tithing. That's it.
Usually, when people come in, it's usually like it's like 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 10.
All I want is 10%.
As soon as I see the first 10, I'm going to say, and then just watch the numbers drop. Oh man. Thank you,
also,
my friend. I appreciate it. William was the very first one. What?
I said also, everybody, Fabs sells T-shirts because I still got to buy one.
Yes,
so
T-shirts, hats, hoodies, everything. Whatever you want with my name on it. You'll love it. That's my commercial. No, but thank you, William. I appreciate it. He was the very first one to give me my very first super chat and my second super chat in a row. So thank you, my friend. If you ever want to visit me, you're welcome.
William, I'll be streaming on Monday night at 10 Eastern. If you want to come to mine and maybe shoot me a couple super chats, it'd be great.
Don't listen to him. So here we go. Mike says, my wife asked if I saw a naked figure in the description. This guy. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unreal. 808 says, remember those two? Yes, those were the best. Those were the beginning. I finally used my last one. I can't show you guys. Please tell him my answers. This guy. Oh my god, you guys are insane. Yeah, Warbox are pretty good. I like those bodies. I think I don't know what this is. See, I got it. Is this Worldbox? I think this is Worldbox. Right?
Fabs, that's not your body type, right?
Well, I actually got this custom to me, but yeah, I think it might be a Worldbox actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Jeff says, Fab out here yelling, get off my lawn. Yeah, sir. Friend of Hot Toys HQ. D-Lo with buy a clue. Look at this guy. Guys, just so you know, after this super chat, we will not see D-Lo for another 3 months. He will be working to make up for this. You will not see any more figures for a while from him either. He will need a couple weeks to recoup and write some what are they called? What is it that he does? Some not appraisals. He does some offers. He's got to write some offers.
Eagles and Chiefs. Those are my guesses.
What teams do you yeah, I don't even know who's playing.
Eagles and
It'll
Chiefs.
be the Bills and the Niners.
Really?
My preseason guess was the Bills and the Buccaneers, which they're both still alive, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, it says no, I don't even know who's like playing, so I have no idea. Like,
Can you name one NFL player?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Tim Tebow.
No, I don't even know who's playing right now. Honestly, I don't know who's I know what's his name. Brady's back with what team?
The Buccaneers.
There you go. You're welcome.
There you go.
Let's see.
Hey, is Mahomes? Is that NFL?
Yes. Oh God.
Yeah. See?
Custom to him flat. Thanks. Unreal. Always putting me down and humiliating me in public. Unbelievable.
On his own show.
And my own show. Thanks, friend. Cobra's calling. Oh, look, my friend. Thank you. This Chargers game is killing. Oh, he's been watching the game. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate it. But it wasn't even for me. It was for Graham. Graham, I owe you $2. Unreal. Let's see. What a game. All right. So I guess we're talking football now. Tom Brady, Josh Allen, LeBron James, InArt. All right. So let's see. I think we have one
transition.
I think we have one more topic, and I think we're all done. No, that's it. We're done, guys. Yeah. So tonight, before we go, do not leave, guys. Do not leave.
Leaving.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Here we go. Your favorite. What do you call it? Your favorite segment of the night, as usual. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go first. Since I didn't tell you guys. You guys can go look for one while I do mine. If you guys don't mind, if you don't want to, then don't do it. I won't pay you guys this week. So let me see. All right, so I'm gonna go first. So guys, bow. You ready for this? So I'm very excited because I'm able to show you guys this beautiful piece. So,
I now know what you mean about that war paint, Graham. That looks great.
Yeah. So if you guys want to pull up on your screen, Jake's pictures for the new figure, so you guys can compare real quickly while I show you on screen, so you guys can see the difference in the face. Hold on. See, so let me show you guys the base first. See, all these things right here, they light up on the tree trunk. They light up really, really nicely. So it's, similar style base for him. Again, I don't think that was a deluxe. I think it was just a regular figure. So here it is. There we go. See, so it looks great. It looks really, really nice. Look at the detail. Look at all the accessories. Look at this hair. This is all awesome. Rooted hair, braided with all these things on it, feathers and strings. And look at the body. See, look at the joint. Not terrible at all. Looks perfect. The gun.
Badass gun.
Yeah, look at that. It's like I think it's like an M100,000. Look at that. Look at the what do you call it? Look at the shoes. Well, not the shoes. I'm going to call them the calf covers. Really, really nice. So I'm getting the second one just to be able to have all of them, obviously. But look, stands up, no problem. The body's great, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Open mouth expression. You got his Bluetooth piece. Look at that. Look at that. It's a beautiful piece. Beautiful, beautiful. So are they going to do well? With this market, I have no idea. But are they good pieces? Absolutely. These bodies, again, they're made for these figures specifically. Nothing else. So, I mean, unless, just think about it now, unless her body is what they're using for, what's her name? Her body's what they're using for She-Hulk, maybe? We don't know. It's a possibility, though. We got, let's see, Graham, because he's got his mascot.
Yeah, my figure of the week is the child from Sideshow, and it is a 1-to-1 scale figure, even though it's pretty much a statue. I'm really just doing this because it is kind of a statue, and that pisses off Fabs. So,
oh my god!
No, I'm just kidding. This is a really cool piece that Sideshow did. I think the likeness is really good. Yes, he does lack articulation. Just has a little bit of a swivel in the neck here. But I think they did it really well. I think the clothing looks good. It's got a little bit of tattering at the bottom here that you probably can't see. But if you guys are Mandalorian fans, and I know that's kind of the craze right now, season 3 is coming out. I think this is a good piece to get. It's in stock at Sideshow. I think it's just, again, we talked about it earlier. The reason why a lot of us collect, not everybody, is for the likeness, and we want that realism factor. And I think you get that with this figure. Not taking anything away from the Hot Toys, but I just like the way that this one looks here. He does have kind of like a looking upward look to him. So if he's up high, it might look a little bit weird. But even at this level and lower, I think it looks really good because being he is a small creature, he always is kind of looking up. So it does make sense.
Thank you very much.
Right, little buddy?
I want to acknowledge this comment by William. I would do a figure of the week, but I'm never invited. Well,
acknowledge that.
Wait. Let's just clear the air real quickly. Every week for the past, I don't know, 5 months.
This is ICS.
Well, no, I said, what did I say? If you guys want to come on the show, we are the community. Get an interview so people get to know you. They can see your collection, and then you could get invited to the panels once everybody knows you. You're more well. I say it every week, almost every week, guys.
We got to make sure you're not crazy, so you do have to pass the screening process.
Well, no, it's like, what if like you don't collect anything and you're like, I just wanted to be on to talk about it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's weird. They're gonna be like, who the hell is that guy? So that's why I like doing the interviews, to introduce you guys to the community, to whoever's on the channel, watches the channel. And then obviously once people know who you are, how long you've been collecting, that you're a collector, you have a collection. Then when you're on the panels, at least we would hope that they saw the episode of you on the show. Oh, all right, this guy, has been collecting for however long. He's got, blah, blah, blah. At least he knows what he's talking about a little bit. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you want to come on the show? Anybody in the chat right now, you guys want to come on? Message me.
Even D'Lo.
No, D'Lo's not invited. We'll do a one-on-one like usual, and then if you guys want to get invited on the panels later on, then that's a possibility. So, William, did you listen? Probably not. Unbelievable. This guy. I don't even know why I pull up your comment. Thank you, my friend. No, the figure is great. The figure is really good, and that's why I'm definitely getting the second one. because it's just they're gonna look amazing together, all three of them, and because they look that much more different with the face, it's a must for me. It's a must. Brady Griner Hot Toys. Oh my god, the Avatar figure. No, it's really good. So I can only imagine how much better the new one's going to be. You know, it can't be that much better. You know, when it comes to the body because it's the same body. That much better when it comes to paint because it's pretty much the same paint. That much better with accessories because there's not much. But it's a great figure. It's a great looking figure. Cobra's Collection's crying. My first sweet figure. Thank you, my friend. 808 says awesome. Charge it. This guy, unbelievable. Let's see, yeah, Herbert is wasting his career. Oh, this guy. This one, all right, guys. You guys hijacked my freaking stream. Unreal. Dilo, this freaking guy. The statue looks up. It's not a statue. It's a figure. It's a 1/6 scale, fully articulated figure painted. Painted with. Oh my god.
I think you're talking about mine, but.
Williams, that would require me to listen to you. Exactly. That's why you haven't been on. When you want to listen to me and take some advice, some collecting advice, then no, I'm just kidding. He's got more stuff than I do. He's got more rare stuff than I do. Yeah, we need to know a straight jacket in your closet. Unbelievable. This guy. Come on! You don't want any more string up in the screen just like a dope baby.
Oh man.
808, get those resumes out. I have him. It's really great. Maybe. Yeah. And it's funny. A lot of people, I would have expected when the new Avatar figures were announced, people who have the original one to post all over, the old one. Not a single post have I seen, of the figure. So this is going to be my next figure to post for you guys on my social media. So stay tuned for that. And I know a lot of people, including Austin, he loves the turntable videos with the music. So I'll be giving you one of those with him soon, probably tomorrow. I don't know if you collect figures. Not really.
You have a modest collection.
Yeah, no, it's very decent. It's nothing crazy. All right, guys, but we're in 2 hours and 7 minutes. Graham made it, even drunk. Thank you for coming.
What about Austin's figure?
I'm just sitting here patiently.
Oh, wait, no, I thought he went first.
Waiting.
No, I thought he went first. Wait, hold on. Go.
Okay, so I want to keep it on theme and go with statues because that is Fab's favorite thing. Slideshow premium format, the Thing statue from Fantastic Four. Just like I said earlier, just like Graham said, I collect a lot, mainly due to movies I love and I like a representation of the movies. I love the original Fantastic Four. Do I think it's a perfect movie? No. Is it fun to watch? Absolutely. So I had to pick up something from it. So this is it. Texturing's great. It's quarter scale. Statues are the way, people. So don't forget, at least have one of these in your collection. It's Fabs approved.
So, guys, exactly what he said. Do not buy a statue ever. They're not good. Take up too much space, and you can't even bend them. So,
you can't even bend them. You can try.
Yeah, you could try real hard.
I bet Austin could.
All right, guys. So we're out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming. The raffle, as usual. Let me tell you, like I told you guys in the beginning of the show, I gotta push it because now instead of 18 spots, we got 16 spots. $20 a spot to get in. Message me directly. Let's fill the raffle. Guys, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat. Anything you guys want to say, Austin? Anything coming? Any collectibles coming your way?
I have quite a bit. I have a lot of content coming out. I just opened up Mysterio last night. I currently have 23 other Hot Toys to unbox right here.
23?
Wow.
I have 23
Wait,
unopened. Right over here.
Why?
I'm just slow. I think it's boring. Okay, so actually, I think it's boring opening them up by myself. So I think you did say that before. I usually like it like when my girlfriend comes over and we kind of make a date night out of it. Unbox it. Take some pictures for content and whatnot. For the Instagram and whatnot.
That's what I try doing sometimes. I try doing that sometimes too, but Graham never wants to come over, so it's weird,
Oh.
Stupid.
No, but we'll be doing it soon. I'll be unboxing these all soon, so I have a lot coming out. And a lot more on the way. So I'll probably get a lot more by the time I start dwindling this pile down.
All right, Graham, what about you? Any new modular spaces taking over your soul?
Yes, I got 3 of the DF20s in yesterday. So I stayed up all night and put them together. So they're up and running. I did get a assembly video out there if anybody needs help putting them together, because they are kind of a biatch. But no, they're a lot of fun. They really do help the room. Going to be doing a comparison of the DF 120s with the 6 series. Want to be doing a room tour soon, now that I kind of have it set up to where I want it. And then something fun that I kind of wanted to do too. I want to do a video where I kind of go back and I compare all of my collection tours from start to now, just see how I've changed, how the collection's changed. Maybe laugh at myself a little bit and kind of go from there. So I think that's going to be something I do too in the near future.
It's like how you went from like not collecting to like not collecting, like that. Like,
right. I mean, is anybody really a collector when they compare themselves to Fabs? I mean, I can't even see what figures he's got back there. They're all blocked together.
Enough. All right, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys. Good night, everybody. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys. Subscribe to my